Before we start today's video, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. Use code Ahsoka in all caps to get $7 off your order. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the vid.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. I hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we are going to be recapping the few but the exciting announcements of Star Wars at San Diego Comic-Con this past weekend, 2026. Of course, there are always going to be those bigger announcements that people have probably already heard about, and we've also have covered here on the channel before as announcements were coming out this past weekend. So if you guys want to stay in tune with all that, we'll have videos like that, and we'll have videos like this where we have more overview recaps of announcements. Not just that, but some announcements also kind of get overshadowed, pun intended. We'll get there with the Maul Shadow Lord animated series, of some announcements kind of just getting overshadowed by other announcements, and it's kind of what takes precedence on online. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop right on into it, kind of break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we'd be anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here. Not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from one of my favorites out there, StarWarsNewsNet.com. As an overall garnering source, I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Disney Plus updates as an overall starting point. Lucasfilm may not have had a big panel for these past few years at San Diego Comic-Con, but that kind of balances out with what we get at Star Wars Celebration. In this past year, having Star Wars Celebration Japan, there were a lot of different announcements there. San Diego Comic-Con is usually where I feel like they kind of loop it back around to touch on some of those announcements, give us new looks, first looks, and kind of reiterate some of their initial announcements from Star Wars Celebration. But they usually also do drop a few little nuggets here and there that might be newer. This year they had debuted two first look images at their new biggest Disney Plus shows of 2026 next year, being Ahsoka Season 2, a picture of the actor Iman Esfandi as Ezra Bridger in Season 2 with a new look, as well as the animated series Maul Shadow Lord. Of course, Maul Shadow Lord being announced at Star Wars Celebration just earlier this year, and now having an actual look at what that series is going to kind of entail, be about, and kind of look like. It looks amazing. On to the side of publishing updates, we have some new Bad Batch comic miniseries and kind of telling the story of Clone Force 99. Something seems to kind of continue here. I think that they kind of started putting out comic book series and novels for the Bad Batch right around when the third season was coming to a close, I believe last year or the year, yeah, it was last year, when it was coming to its close on Disney Plus. So I am pretty happy to see that their stories are continuing on a different medium, and hey, maybe we'll see them once again on the silver screen and in an animated series once again, maybe some type of spin-off series, or maybe they just pop up somewhere else, as well as the revival of the Mandalorian, a visual guide as an updated version, and the titles for the next Reign of the Empire novels as follows: The Edge of Abyss and From the Ashes. Also, there is apparently a new Star Wars Outlaws story of some type. It doesn't seem to be a DLC to the game, but much rather a spin-off in another medium as a new novel. And as for Hasbro updates and onto the side of collections, which is always exciting, we have a bunch of new Black Series and Vintage Collection announcements from Hasbro, as well as a new and highly loathed already HasLab figure. So one I think that's definitely flown quite casual is that there is the San Diego Comic-Con announcement of the Star Wars Outlaws video game continuing on in another medium as a novel. Mike Chen, who's the writer of Star Wars Brotherhood, which is about Obi-Wan in the prequels, is writing a new novel centered around Jalen Vrax and ND5 titled Star Wars Outlaws Low Red Moon. We're kind of surprised and puzzled here as as to what led Random House Worlds to pull the trigger on this and to want to move this project forward. Did someone over there say, I mean, Cassian and K2SO had their one-shot comic, and then years later a successful Emmy-nominated series, why not us too? Maybe they want to rinse and repeat it and try that kind of formula, essentially, quote-unquote, and kind of see how people garner with those characters. Not just that, but there's also for the fact of that, well, you know, in comparison, Cassian and K2SO did make their debut in probably the best Disney era Star Wars movie of Rogue One, so there's much more of a difference, I feel like, with that. So let me know what you guys might think about that in the comments down below. The next Star Wars game coming out is Zero Company from Respawn Entertainment. The third Star Wars Jedi with Cal Kestis game is also in development at that company, and it's pretty clear and cut that the partnership with Ubisoft didn't really pan out as they expected and anticipated, unfortunately, so we'd be a bit surprised if Lucasfilm went back to them in the future. It's not just about game performance, but also the poor reputation that the Star Wars Outlaws release brought to Star Wars gaming, unfortunately, with its premium add-ons and season passes and just being kind of overpriced overall. That's enough on that subject. I think one of the most exciting things at Star Wars San Diego Comic-Con was George Lucas making an appearance. The creator himself of A Galaxy Far, Far Away, he's never actually taken the stage at a Comic-Con ever, let alone San Diego Comic-Con here is definitely the place to do it. And of course, receiving that standing ovation as well, taking the stage was pretty exciting. He was there to actually do an announcement on his new Lucasfilm museum. It's named the Narrative of Art Museum that is in Los Angeles and is actually going to be opening next year in 2026. Feature a ton of Star Wars, of course, as the main enterprise, but also have a few components of Marvel, DC, Indiana Jones, and other projects that Lucasfilm and George Lucas himself has worked on throughout the entirety of his life and career. Of course, it might have been a bit sparse at San Diego Comic-Con, as I had mentioned, so let me know what you guys may think in the comments down below, what maybe your favorite announcement was at Comic-Con this year. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes Ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links in the description down below, so if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated, so they're always changing, so make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.